everyone, it's Grace and welcome back to my channel. So, my bagong concealers ang Vice. This is their Flawlezza Creamy Matte Liquid Concealer. Tapos may bago din silang sponge. This is their blending sponge. The concealer sell for 245 pesos while yung sponge 295. So, alam kong madami na nag-review nito. But, kasi ang hirap maghanap na magandang concealer locally. Feeling ko yung foundation medyo, gamay-gamay na. Yung concealer talaga, as in selected lang talaga yung gusto kong concealer that's available locally. So, actually, isa lang ata yung gusto ko. And it is the Ellana Minerals Cream to Powder Concealer. But then, kasi yung problema dito, hindi siya ganon ka-user-friendly. Well, hindi user-friendly. Medyo picky siya sa skin types because it is cream to powder. So, feeling ko yung mga dry yung skin, feeling ko kailangan yung mag-moisturize ng bongga para magamit ito. Because it will crease. Even, I already have combination oily skin. Nagki-crease na siya kapag hindi ko na-prime or na-prep ng tama yung skin ko. Yung skin ko. So, na-curious ako dito. Yeah. So, I got the two lightest shades. I got Tisay and Chesa. This is actually the same price dun sa powder foundation nila. And they roughly have the same shades. Hindi ko malala kung may Tisay sa powder foundation. But yeah. Tisay yung pinaka-lightest and Chesa. So, I guess mas kita yung, ayan, basa na siya. Lumaki naman siya. And compared sa ibang sponges, like, usually kapag may bagong sponge kayo, kapag hindi pa siya basa, medyo matigas. Pero itong sponge na to, same with yung sponge ni Miss Anakay, kahit hindi siya basa, malambot pa rin siya. Ito malambot pa rin siya, basa or hindi. Tapos lumaki naman siya. Tapos, alam niyo ba yung kapag may bago kayong sponge, tapos kapag hinugasan nyo, may white, parang residue pa siya. So, kailangan mo siyang linisin hanggang mawala yung white na yun. Kung ano man yun. So, ito wala siya. So, malinis siya. Yay! So, yun. So, una muna, magko-contour muna ako because I tend to do my contour before foundation kasi ayaw ko siya on top of foundation kasi sobrang tapang ng dating. So, I like to do it under my makeup para medyo lang siya doon. Natural ng slight. Ang napansin ko sa kanya, wala siya masyadong bounce. Charot. Siya? Kasi usually when you use sponges, kaya siya madaling gamitin because you can just pounce or like pound on your faces. Na siya, you don't have to drag. This one, feeling ko kailangan ko mag-pat plus drag para lang ma-blend yung product. And considering this is madali namang i-blend tong contour stick na to, but hindi ko na maalala kasi experience ko sa microfiber sponges, but yeah, the good thing about microfiber sponges, hindi niya masyado napipick up yung product, so hindi siya masyado seep in sa sponge. So, next is foundation. So, ang gagamitin ko yung Loreal Infallible Fresh Wear. So, gagamitin ko tong flat side. Kasi ang microfiber, from what I remember, a microfiber sponge kind of mimics na parang foundation brush pa rin yung ginagamit mo. Kasi 'di ba, as I said, kapag sponges, minsan may tendency ina-absorb nila yung liquid foundation nyo, concealer, because para lang, magmukhang natural. So, nababawasan yung coverage. The microfiber sponges, I think, mimics the finish of when you use a brush. But yeah, see, tingnan nyo, hindi masyadong, Like, alam ko mukha siya madumi sa camera, pero hindi talaga. So, finally, ka-move on na tayo sa creamy concealer. So, it says here, it's way less, creamy, and flexible. What is flexible? What is flexible? I don't know, ang light talaga ng coverage niya. I mean, ayun. Anyways, mukhang ewan. Wait lang. But yeah, that's the shade Tisay. Wag yung pansinin yung foundation niya. But anyways. Yan si Tisay. Sunod si Chesa. Honestly, nahirapan akong pumili between Chesa and Putina Mess. Kasi yung Putina Mess, I think it's mas neutral yung undertone nun. So, yan. Chesa, Tisay. Medyo malaki pala ng shade difference nila. But pakiramdam niya parang tubig. Hindi ko alam kung okay yun. But yeah, hopefully naman may coverage siya. So, gagamitin ko yung tip ng blending sponge. Parang natakpan niya na hindi. Yun na actually yung worry ko nung sinuswatch ko siya. As I said, parang wala masyadong coverage. Kasi parang hindi ko ma-explain. So far, hindi pa naman siya sisipin sa mga cracks underneath your eyes. But, anyways, gamitin muna natin si Chesa. Tingnan natin sa ibang parts ng face. Yung concealer ba, medyo may feeling ko may cream to powder finish din yung concealer because pag hawakan mo siya, it's not tacky, but it is also not wet. Alam mo yung kapag may concealer kayo sa face nyo, tapos hindi pa completely nagsiset, so nararamdaman nyo siya. This one, I don't know kung nagsiset siya on its own, or talagang ganun siya ka-wayless. But, yeah. So, gustong-gusto ko kasi itong mga velvet flush ng detail. Kaso, medyo dry yung formula niya. I mean, talagang velvet siya. So, hindi ko alam kung gaano kadaling i-blend ng sponge. But we can try. This one is in the shade Cotton. Actually, ang ganda ng pagka-blend niya ng blush. Maybe because velvet to, so mas okay sa kanya ang microfiber sponge compared to a damp sponge. Kasi usually, ito, gustong-gusto kong gamitan ng brush usually. Kasi nagbe-break apart siya kapag damp yung sponge na gamit mo. Okay, so my makeup's done. Medyo late na, guys. It is 3:54 in the afternoon. So far, medyo mix yung thoughts ko about sa concealer kasi nagdi-disappear talaga siya. But so far, hindi siya nagki-crease. So yeah, let's see kung long-lasting siya. So, yeah, in terms of the sponge, feeling ko kailangan ko pa siyang gamitin ng ilang beses para lang ma-solidify yung thoughts ko. But, yeah, so I'll check back with you guys by the end of the day. But this is the new concealer from BYS Cosmetics. I think if you tried their powder foundations, roughly pareho lang yung shade selection nila. As in, pareho din yung names. I think there's roughly around 8 shades sa Flawlezza concealer ng BYS. Now, I did like the powder foundation from BYS. Actually, sobrang nagustuhan ko yung powder foundation na yun. I already reviewed that powder foundation. I will link it here. But, tagal ko na kasi hindi talaga nagpa-powder. I've grown out of just using powder foundations. If ever, as in loose powders lang ginagamit ko to set tinted sunscreens, skin tints. I haven't been wearing a lot of powder foundations. So, yeah. And with this concealer, they have the sponge, which is a microfiber sponge. If you don't know about it, microfiber sponges kind of mimic the finish of brushes. So, ayun. Sa concealer muna tayo. Kasi, I know pinormulate nila to para talaga sa mga Pilipino at para dito sa Pilipinas. I mean, those who live here in the Philippines. Kasi if you really want a matte concealer, as in ito na yun. Kasi it's too matte. To the point na ang hirap niyang, hindi naman mahirap pakisamahan, but it's a self-setting concealer. Siguro if I actually had this concealer when I was a teenager, then siguro magugustuhan ko siya. Kasi it's self-setting. I mean, hindi siya magki-crease, ganon. The thing about this though, kahit medyo drying siya, hindi siya nagki-crease sa smile lines mo, or underneath your eyes, or kapag sa sides ng nose nyo. But then again, this one doesn't really last. As in, feeling ko ilang hours pa lang, wala na yung coverage ng concealer. And the thing is, I don't like it on top of foundations kasi parang kinakain siya ng foundation. So if ever I'm gonna use this concealer, I would just use it on bare skin para walang nagtatalo na formula with, sa concealer na to at sa foundation. Or maybe if my partner silang ilalabas na foundation, baka it would work. But I just don't like it on top of foundation. Kasi pag nilagay ko siya on top of foundation, parang wala nang yapre. Parang naglagay ka lang ng extra cream product sa face mo without it doing anything. I did my makeup around 2 o'clock, 2:30. Tama ba? It's already 4:57, so magpa-5 na. And honestly, yung areas na nilagyan ko ng concealer, halos wala ng concealer. So, parang wala nang yapre. It doesn't really hide or it doesn't really cover redness really well. Like, yan. Kita nyo ba yan? Ayan, nandiyan pa rin siya. Parang wala nangyari. It doesn't cover the redness really well. It doesn't even cover dark spots really well. Siguro yung dark spots, very slight. Yung under eye area nyo, ito-cover siya sa under eye areas kapag bagong lagay. Kasi ilang hours pa lang. Pero ngayon, bumalik na siya. Yeah, I don't know kung anong meron sa Philippine Cosmetics, why it's always cream to powder. I get it, because mainit dito, but I would rather have a formula that is buildable but still providing coverage and something na mas, I don't know, mas, yung formula niya, it will cater to dry skin tones and also oily skin tones or combination oily. Itong microfiber sponge nila, medyo hindi tugma yung launch nila because you do have to wet this sponge. And since this is a powder matte concealer or self-setting concealer, pag ito yung ginamit nyo at bagong basa pa lang itong microfiber sponge nyo, kapag ginamit nyo siya on top of the concealer, nagbi-break apart yung concealer kasi tubig to. Basa tong sponge na to, tapos ilalagay nyo sa concealer na powder matte at nagsiset. So, hindi siya nabiblend ng tama kasi nagset na yung concealer mo, tapos gagamitan mo ng sponge na basa. So, yun. But the thing is, with this microfiber sponge, again, it mimics the finish or how a brush works. So, madaling mag-dry itong sponge na to. So, but it remains na malaki siya or it's soft. Actually, hindi mo pa ito binabasa, malambot na siya. Compared to the other microfiber sponges, this one is actually pretty soft kahit hindi mo pa siya binabasa. But honestly, I'm not really a big fan of microfiber sponges. I do like having my sponges na medyo damp just so, I don't know, mas biblend yung foundation sa skin nyo or whatever cream product you're wearing. Pero, yeah. Waste! Yun lang masasabi ko sa Flawlezza concealer ng Vice. So, hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!